back on a storm. Good morning.
All right, we're still tracking in the newest information just now coming in from the National Hurricane Center, and it is now a tropical storm. This literally just came in. It has now been downgraded to tropical storm. 65-mile-per-hour winds, still a very dangerous situation that continues to develop across central and north parts of Florida with heavy rain bands, flooding, and continued wind damage as well. The storm is expected to move out to sea and then make another landfall just south of Charleston, South Carolina, before having local impacts on our region here in the DMV. We've got the full breakdown coming up in a couple of minutes. Back to you all.
As Chester said, Ian is on the move after leaving a path of destruction in southwest Florida. Ian came ashore just west of Fort Myers with wind speeds high enough to make it the 5th strongest hurricane ever to hit the United States.
CBS's Christian Benavides is live in Orlando with a look at some of the damage there. Morning, Christian.
Good morning. Here in Orlando, we are feeling the effects of the storm as it moves east after causing mass destruction in southwest Florida. The concern here in central Florida is for historic flooding. Jacob! Some Good Samaritans in Bonita Springs, Florida jumped into action, rescuing an elderly man trapped in his car in rising floodwaters. Scenes like these somewhat common as Ian roared into southwest Florida with a vengeance as one of the most powerful storms ever to hit the U.S. This morning, Ian is still churning its way across the state after making landfall yesterday as a Category 4 hurricane with 150-mile-per-hour winds. The streets and the sea became one and the same across the region, like in this neighborhood near Naples.
It's been that surge that has been the biggest issue and the flooding that has resulted as a result of that. In some areas, we think it's hit 12 feet.
In Tampa, strong gusts sent this traffic light crashing to the ground. At its peak, the hurricane knocked out power for some 2 million people. Flooding forced CBS affiliate Wink TV to move to another newsroom location until a power outage knocked the station off the air. Even though the storm has weakened, the danger certainly has not passed. As it moves north and east, the National Weather Service is warning significant to catastrophic flooding is expected to develop in areas throughout the day, like here in Orlando. The Orlando airport began canceling all flights yesterday until further notice, stranding some passengers.
Now we're just gonna kind of hang out until Friday.
After passing through Florida's east coast today, Ian is expected to move onto Georgia and South Carolina's coast tomorrow. There are already reports of widespread power outages. In the most affected area, power is completely out. Meantime, here in central Florida, nearby Polk County, nearly half of the customers are without power. Live in Orlando, I'm Christian Benavides. Back to you.
Christian, while we have you, though, we know the storm is far from over. It has been downgraded, but still far from over. What are the biggest concerns in the state moving forward? And I know it's early, but how long before the power is back on in Florida?
Well, look, we first have to wait for these crews to start getting out there, to start doing some of the work that they need to do in order to repair some of those power outages. Officials haven't really been able to assess the damage in the most affected area down in southwest Florida, but we do know that the crews are on standby to be able to do that. Biggest concerns now, again, flooding in this area, historic flooding. Remember, Orlando is essentially swampland. And the thought is that the amount of rainfall that is going to fall here during the duration of the storm could be as much rainfall as they get here in half of the year.
Wow. Christian Benavides live in Orlando for us. Thank you so much. Stay safe.